It's nice to have tasty meals ready and waiting for you on your pantry shelf, and sometimes you don't want anything too complicated. You just want a simple chicken dinner. Now this smothered chicken is saucy, flavorful, and simple. It fits the bill. It's perfect over mashed potatoes or rice. And since one of the ingredients in this smothered chicken is the velouté sauce from Thrive Life, I'm also going to show you a copycat version that can be subbed 1-for-1 in any of my recipes that call for that velouté sauce. It's gluten-free, just like theirs was, and basically it's a rich and creamy chicken gravy. It's so yummy. I hope y'all love it. Hey y'all, my name's Kareth. This channel is all about how to use freeze-dried and shelf-stable ingredients to make delicious meals. I love to create meals in jars, but I also sometimes combine freeze-dried with fresh. If you have freeze-dried food on your pantry shelf and you want to know how to cook with it, you're in the right place. My recipes are going to help take the guesswork out of all of that. They're tried and true and family approved. I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope you enjoy the recipes, and welcome to the Freeze-Dried Foodie. I will put the full recipe down below for this smothered chicken. I'm also going to write the recipe for the Copycat Velouté sauce mix in the description box below. Let me tell you about smothered chicken. When I was growing up, we called this chicken and gravy, but I think most people call this smothered chicken. Typically, what you do is you take a chicken cutlet and dredge it in flour, and then you pan fry it and saute onions in the drippings and then make a chicken gravy with it. Anyway, it's so delicious. It's very simple. And so this is my freeze-dried version of that. What I'm starting with here is a pint-sized jar. I'm just making a couple of servings. I've got 1.5 cups of chicken slices in there. That's freeze-dried chicken slices. And now to that chicken, I'm going to add some seasonings. The seasonings that you really need in there are paprika and chicken bouillon. Optional seasonings are onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. You can add them or not add them. If you like it really flavorful, go ahead and add just a pinch of those things. But you don't really need them. It has a lot of flavor without it, and that's because I include the velouté sauce in here, and it's just loaded with flavor. All right, so in addition to that, I've got the sliced onions. Now, if you don't have the sliced onions, you can use the chopped onions. You might cut that amount in half. Okay, so here's your jar that you could keep on your pantry shelf. Next, I'm going to show you how to make the velouté sauce. Just in case you don't have any more of the Thrive Life velouté sauce. I mean, it's a tragedy that they have closed, and a lot of people loved this sauce. So here's my best imitation or copycat recipe for it. So you're going to start with some chicken bouillon, and to that you're going to add some heavy cream powder and some cornstarch and some garlic, and then a mirepoix, which is onions, celery, and carrots. Now, this recipe, I'm kind of basing it on my copycat recipe for Espanol sauce. So it's a little bit different, but it's kind of based on that. I have that recipe on my channel already. It's been up for years. I will link to that just in case you need that one. But anyway, whereas the Espanol sauce is a beef gravy, the velouté is the chicken gravy. So I'm swapping out the beef bouillon for chicken bouillon. I did not add tomato powder here because velouté sauce does not have tomato in it. But I am leaving in the onion, celery, carrots, garlic. So it's a pretty simple gravy. There's not a lot to it, but you do need to put all of these things in a blender and blend them really well. Blend it into a fine powder. And so I probably blended that for about 30 seconds or something like that. And then it's just a matter of combining this powder with water and simmering it on the stovetop for a few minutes. It's very simple. I don't think that most of you will actually use it like that. I think mostly what you'll do with this is sub in an actual recipe that calls for velouté sauce. You can sub this in its place. But I did want to show you, just so you know what it looks like in comparison to the Thrive Life velouté sauce. It is a little bit different in color, And that's because, I don't have their actual recipe. I'm guessing here. I'm reading the back of their can and I'm trying to figure out what their proportions were and stuff like that. And this is what I have come up with. It's delicious on its own. It's a little bit different than theirs. Once you simmer it for just 3 or 4 minutes, something like that, it thickens up and it just turns into a beautiful chicken gravy. As far as taste goes, it's really similar. And so, that's what I was going for. So when you sub this for their velouté sauce in a recipe, it shouldn't change the flavor of the recipe very much at all. I do like it that I have developed a gluten-free version of this velouté sauce because Thrive Life's was gluten-free. So I wanted to stay as close to their version of it as possible. Yeah, so this recipe does do a good job of imitating theirs. And what you're probably going to use this for more than anything else is for my meals in jars. If you enjoy cooking with freeze-dried ingredients and you like to prep meals in jars, then please consider purchasing my cookbooks. You can use any brand of food, even your own home freeze-dried ingredients, in these recipes. My cookbooks are available in several formats, including digital, paperback, and now I've got them in the Kindle versions. I'll link to all of these below in the description box. All right, back to the recipe. Let me show you how to make the smothered chicken. Okay, so I've gotten out a kind of a medium-sized pot. I've emptied the contents of the jar into the pot and I'm adding 3 cups of water. Yeah, I like a good amount of gravy in my smothered chicken. So I put 3 cups of water and then you'll just stir it, bring it to a boil. I had it on medium-high heat to start with. And then once it came to a boil, I reduced that temperature down to probably a 4 out of 10 on my stove, something like that. And then you just want to simmer this until everything is nice and tender. Those chicken slices do take a bit of time to get really nice and tender. So I think I cooked mine. I simmered it for about 15 minutes, something like that. And then you can always reduce that further if you want your gravy to be even thicker. You can reduce that even more, but you can see the consistency there. It's just tender chicken and then a nice chicken gravy. Now I do like to serve this over mashed potatoes. Those were just instant mashed potatoes and I really didn't season them at all. The gravy has so much flavor. It's plenty of seasoning on the potatoes. And then I served it with some green beans. It's very simple. Like I said, sometimes you don't want anything too complicated. You just want something straightforward, and smothered chicken definitely fits the bill. It is straightforward, but it's definitely yummy. It's just kind of comfort food. I tried 3 different recipes last week for a velouté sauce, Copycat, and I didn't like them. They were okay, but I wasn't pleased with them. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go back to square one and I'm going to look at my Espanol sauce recipe, which I was really pleased with, and then figure out if I can make some adjustments to that and then turn it into a velouté sauce. And that's the recipe I ended up being pleased with. And so that's the one I'm bringing you today. Okay, I have an update about one of the companies that I have become an affiliate for, which is Thrivelist. I did a taste test of some of their products back a few months ago. I'll link to that video down below. But anyway, Thrivelist, they have brought on some of the execs from the former Thrive Life company, and they have helped to develop some new products in their food line, which is called Ready Harvest. So now Ready Harvest has pantry can sizes and they have their own meats, which this is very exciting. I love the meat from Thrive Life and I never could find something that was exactly like it. But now, since the Thrive Life people have come over to Thrivelist and their food line, Ready Harvest, they have really been willing to listen to input from the Thrive Life people, and now they are selling pantry cans. If you maybe wanted to try some of the meats and the cheese from Ready Harvest, but you didn't really want to commit to the cost of those giant family cans, good news. They have pantry cans now. It's not such a huge expense, and I will link to that below. You can order through my link, and then I earn a little bit of a commission. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It just helps me to continue on with this channel. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you spending some of your day with me today. If you don't mind, please leave me a comment below, hit the thumbs up button, and that really helps my channel. I really like to do a verse of the day, and today's verse comes from Romans chapter 12, verse 9, and it reads, "Let love be without hypocrisy, by abhorring what is evil and clinging to what is good, being devoted to one another in brotherly love, giving preference to one another in honor." All right, well, I hope you'll have a wonderful day and a blessed week, and until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.